Hi guys, welcome back to Canary Cast. Good to see you here again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Jacob, you've been asking for an easy win, mate, and we definitely got one tonight. Norwich winning 2-0 at home to Bristol City, and it was very, very straightforward.
Heart rate's nice and comfortable tonight, mate. Yeah, most comfortable, dominant performance you'll see from a Bristol City side that will be around the top six this year. And they had 3 shots all night and 0 on target. You know, Tim Krul coming back, comfortable evening, everything in general. Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson just made it look easy against Chris Martin and Jeju, who are better partnerships in the Championship. And just comfortable evening, really.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Krul back in the 11, Rupp and Martin back in the squad as well, which is, of course, positive. No Pookie again. We haven't had any comment on that. But it was enough to get the job done on paper, I think, Jacob.
I think it shows what happens when you play to Hugill's strengths. It was funny, wasn't it? That ball in from Kenny just before, and Hugill had the shot saved. I think that was kind of the bit where it switched, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, if you cross it to Hugill, he's good in the air, or he's good in the ball, like in and around the area." And as soon as we did that, we looked a lot more threatening. And it was the ball in from Todd for the goal, and the little flick. That's Grant Holt-esque. That's all I remember. And it was wonderful, wonderful finish. And after that, Bristol City in the second half had a bit more of the ball, tried to be a bit more intense, but just managed it really comfortably. And then even without Emmy really sparkling, it just showed, I think Todd played really well in the last few games, actually stepped up when Emmy probably had the foot off the gas slightly. And then, second goal, Max, who again was just different class. They bring Semenyo on, nothing, no change out of Max. And then just charges past the fullback, hits Hugill. And I like those goals for a forward, just let it hit you, go in, comfortable.
I think the first one, there is a point to be made that Hugill doesn't fit our style or philosophy or whatever, but he is probably one of the few players we have that scores that goal.
Oh, 100%. I think that you can see even from the first couple of movements, like Vrancic is so used to a Pookie. Vrancic is so used to a Pookie goal run, sorry. So he's expecting that run in behind, and Hugill tried it a couple of times and looked absolutely exhausted after doing it twice. It's like, no, I'm just going to stand and bully the centre backs who made it quite easy for him actually. And as soon as we brought the ball in, it looked like it worked. He was only one in that box. It was winning everything, really, wasn't he? And he was bullying them.
Got a nice elbow in as well. He did.
Classic Hugill, isn't it? He's a horrible player to play against, I imagine. As a centre back, you don't want to be playing against him. And if you play to his strengths, he will get rewards in this kind of level. I'm not sure about the Premier League, but at Championship level, he's very good at what he does.
He is. You've mentioned Cantwell already. Very, very good ball in. Lovely, lovely cross. His general performance tonight was really good, wasn't it?
For his excellence against Cardiff as well, and he's back. Just saying, off screen, weren't we, that there's Todd Cantwell at the start of the season, we weren't sure about. Now he's back. Exactly what he was like last season, working for every ball, effort in everywhere, and just the movement. He actually looks level above now in this Championship level. The movement, the passing, the 1-2 with Sorensen, which was wonderful. He's fully at it now, and you can see he's fully concentrated, which is great to see. And hopefully, he can perform if we go up again, which I'm still saying if, because I don't want to get too confident. I don't want this clipped up later.
It's a bit early,
exactly. But you look at the points difference, or the points we're on. That's what I'm looking at, really. We're more than 2 points a game, and if we keep going through that, then we'll be absolutely fine and back in the promised land next season.
Yeah, Norwich were in control for pretty much the whole game. I think Bristol City probably had 20 minutes after half-time where they grew into it a bit. Just a quick word on them briefly. I can't believe they're just outside the playoffs. They look like a right mob. I don't think they're any good at all, to be honest with you.
I think I showed how good we were. I think I showed just how well we controlled it. Every single player in that. Ollie Skip, again, I know he doesn't get all the headlines, but just the way he nips in, takes the ball.
Makes it look so easy.
Shoulders off 2, passes, done. Yeah. And like you say, and I was just thinking, even on the counter-attack, he's always in the correct position. And you just think, this guy is Premier League ready now. It's been brilliant for him to come in and play 25 games in a row and kind of get that style of his game sorted, and he knows he's comfortable with what he is now. I'd love to have him next season, 100%.
Yes, I would, but I think that's more in hope than expectation, to be honest with you. I can't see it happening, but fingers crossed. Let's talk a bit more about the second goal, because Max Aaron's absolutely turned the defender inside out, didn't he?
Showed different Premier League level, really, didn't he? And again, it looks so easy for him. Again, he's played every single game this season, and you think maybe a little bit of burnout is coming his way, because fullback's a difficult position, especially the way we play. He's asked to go up and down that pitch a hell of a lot of times, and it's probably almost 60 consecutive games he's played for Norwich now. you think, bloody hell, this guy is he's a special player, and at this level, it's a piece of piss for him, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it does make it look incredibly easy, I must admit, in the Championship. Jordan Hugill, it felt like he had a bit of a Jordan Rhodes against Villa moment this evening. Felt very much like that. He's only, what was it, his third and fourth goal of the season, nothing outrageous, but he took his opportunity this evening.
Spot on. I think he took it against Cardiff as well. I think the Cardiff game was suitable for him. I was a bit worried about tonight because I was thinking, Bristol City will play a bit of a higher line. That didn't happen. I think, again, it suited him well, in and around the box, and he used his frame well. He does what he does well, and he's working his absolute socks off. After about 70, 75 minutes, he looks like he's blowing, and it's a shame you can't take him off, or you can, but Farker doesn't really want to play on Matoye for 20 minutes at 1-0 up, which is completely understandable. But he's doing his bit. He's working very hard. He seems like a great guy, doesn't he? He has a laugh with Harden about the hair and then shaves his hair off. Those sort of things. You need those characters in the squad, and he feels like he wants to settle here and really belong in Norwich. And I think that's why the fans will appreciate him. We had a similar level forward with Grant Holt. I don't think he's at the ability of Grant Holt, but you know what? He does what he does very well.
Yeah, certainly does. Interesting stat. We haven't lost when taking the lead this season, which is a long, long way from last season. A long way.
Though, isn't it? I think it helps with the Championship this year is defensive football. How many teams have we actually had that have come on to us? And those teams, like Bristol City did in the first game, and that's why they dropped off tonight, I think, because in that first game we played against them, they were so high. Pukki got in behind so easily. I think with Hugill, you could have played that high line and not worried as much, but you know what? That's their fault. We just dominated the whole game, and that was probably, along with Cardiff, the most professional game we've had this season, at home and away against Cardiff, I'd say. And it just showed the sign of, I'm not going to say champions, but a sign of a team that look a level above.
Yeah, it's not just you saying that. Commentary was saying it tonight. Everyone's starting to think it. Let's chill out a bit. Let's not say it quite yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not quite yet. Man of the match this evening. Who do you want to give it to?
It was a close one. I thought Kenny played well. Jacob Sorensen was again brilliant. The way he did Hunt a couple of times, actually about 4 or 5 times. The ball in for the Hugill offside chance was wonderful. But all in all, Todd Catwell, I think, fully deserves it tonight. Back to his brilliant best. Creating chances, the ball in for Hugill for the first goal was wonderful, and he's there now. He's feeling it, and he's going to be key for the rest of the season.
I'm torn between Max and Kenny. Hugill deserves it as well, but you sort of expect him to get that second goal and stuff like that. I think maybe Max.
So it's one of those nights where everyone put in an 8 out of 10 performance. Really. So I think you can arguably give it to anyone for your personal preference of what you saw on the pitch, really. But I think they all played absolutely brilliantly. And when we were at that level, I thought first half we went out of second gear. Probably took us, like you say, 15 odd minutes in the second half to get going again. But some of the passing is just sublime, isn't it? We made them just look average, like you said, very, very average. And they're going to be challenging for top 6. You think, bloody hell, if we somehow manage to fail it all and go into the playoffs, we'll still be very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to mention about tonight's game?
No, I think that's all good. Just march on, hopefully get through in the FA Cup. Not that bothered about Barnsley, but we'll wait and see. I think it'll be nice to see some of the fringe players come back in who need game time, probably Onel, Mumba if he's back, Quinteer if he's back. I don't know if Dimmy's allowed to play. We'll wait and see. But we'll go from there. Fringe players need to play, and then we go on to the league again.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.